What's up, YouTube? My name's Zane. Today I'm bringing you a Thunder Dragon deck profile after the new packs were released on Master Duel. We've been playing it on stream the past couple of days. It's really solid. We added Ready Fusion, which is in the new packs, along with Sea Monster Theseus and Baron. Baron's an insanely good card in this deck. Basically, Ready Fusion is just more copies of Instant Fusion to be able to summon the Theseus or Common Ari attack. And then Theseus can synchro with Dragon Dark to make Baron. So it gives you like a negate before you can get into Birud. It also has like other applications, like you can pop a card on the field, and popping a card on the field, you can also target your own Colossus or Titan to be able to banish to protect to trigger the Thunder Dragon monsters in grave if you want to. But mainly it's an Omni negate that you can make pretty easily, and there's like a bunch of versatility with these cards. But anyways, for the deck profile, we're still playing the one Dragon Buster Destruction Sword. This card's crazy with Union Carrier. That's still your go-to turn one combo for the most part, unless you draw like Ready Fusion or something. Is Colossus, Union Carrier, equip the Destruction Sword. We're playing two Matrix. You only play two Matrix in this build because we play the Solar, so like this is like 7 normal summons. We're playing 45 cards, so a little bit more normal summons is okay. But you don't want to brick on this card. You just don't want to draw. You really only want to summon it from the deck most of the time. Like occasionally it's good to draw depending on your hand, but most of the time you just want it in the deck. And you want a second one to be able to search with its effect, obviously. Then we play 3 Maxi, 3 Ash Blossom. These should be staple in like every deck. 1 White Dragon and 1 Black Dragon. That's for the Chaos space. It just makes this deck go crazy. Like you can extend so far, trigger your Roar, your Dark Engrave with the White Dragon. Chaos Space can pitch these to put them in the grave. Like there's so much value with these cards. I think they should be played in probably any version of Thunder Dragon, honestly. Then 2 Solar combos really well with the White Dragon or the Chaos Space, because Solar just sends the Roar, and then you summon the White Dragon, you summon a Dark from the deck, and then Solar summons a token, then you can make Cross Sheep, then you can Fusion for or then you can search Hawk, you can summon back a whatever Dragon Roar or Dragon Dark, and then you can make Colossus under the Cross Sheep brings it back. Then you can make like Appaloosa, or you can make like Union Carrier, Predaplant. Like there's a lot of options there, but it's really powerful. And then we also play 3 Aloof Lupine. This card's like the more consistent version of Solar. Solar is more powerful, but Aloof works with more cards, so overall it's more consistent. Good card though. 3 Thunder Dragon, 3 Dragon Dark, 1 Dragon Hawk, and 2 Roar. This should be just self-explanatory. Any pure Thunder Dragon deck should be playing these cards. The max amount of copies. We play 1 Duo. I play this over the Chaos Creator because you can search it off of Dragon Dark, which comes up sometimes. And usually the recycle effect of Chaos Creator doesn't come up like a ton. I think this is better overall because also it has an effect that if you attack something and destroy something by battle, you can banish a card from your graveyard to search a Thunder monster, which comes up a lot. We also play the 1 Chaos Dragon Legionnaire. This is to search with Chaos Space. Like pretty much you can like go pitch Thunder Dragon, search 2 Thunder Dragons, and pitch one of them with Chaos Space to search the Legionnaire, and then you already have 2 cards in grave for the Legionnaire. This is just really good going second, especially against a deck like Eldritch or something that sets a bunch of back row cards. You can really eat through their board that way. Then we play the 1 Nibiru. Nibiru is really good just to have for Max C, but it's also a light monster that you can pitch off Chaos Space if you draw it. 1 Gold Sark. This card can trigger any of your Thunder Dragon cards. Really good. The 1 Instant Fusion along with the 2 Ready Fusion. They're essentially the same card. What Ready Fusion says is pay 1,000 life points, special summon 1 level 6 or lower non-effect fusion monster from your extra deck. So it's like a weaker version of Instant Fusion, because Instant Fusion says special summon a level 5 or lower monster, fusion monster, but it can be an effect monster with Instant Fusion. But in this deck it doesn't matter because we're only summoning the Common Ari attack and the Sea Monster Theseus, so essentially they do the same thing. We also play the 3 Allure Darkness. This is like staple, and Thunder Dragon trigger the Dragon Dark or the Dragon Roar. 2 Thunder Dragon Fusion. You need 2 to be able to like infinitely recycle them, and it's just a good card to hard draw a lot of the time. 3 Chaos Space is my favorite card in the deck, honestly. This card's so powerful. If you draw this in combination with any of your Thunder Dragons, it's just so good. extends your plays like crazy. We already went over the 2 Ready Fusion. We play 2 Call by the Grave. This is another card that I think that every deck should probably just be playing. I think every deck should probably play 3 Maxi, 3 Ash, and 2 Call by the Grave for the most part. This card's insane. And then 3 Droplet. This is probably the best going second card in the game, to be honest, or at least on Master Duel. It's just so good against so many decks. And also like the effect to like half the attack comes up a lot of the time. That's like very relevant, but this just outs, you know, Drytron board, outs whatever combo decks board, and it puts your Thunder Dragon cards in the graveyard, so you can like banish them with the Chaos Dragon or the Levianeer or Duo or whatever. So this card's really insane. I'd highly recommend playing 3 of this. And then for extra deck, Kaminari attack and Sea Monster Theseus. This is just to make Baronne de Fleur with Ready Fusion or Insta Fusion. And Kaminari attack, you can banish it in a Thunder monster in your hand to summon Titan with its inherent summon effect. Play the 1 Colossus, 2 Titan. I think you have to play at least 2 Titan. You could play 3, but the extra deck's kind of tight, especially with the Ready Fusion stuff. We play the 1 Baron. This card is insanely good. You know, just pop 1 card on the field, and then it's an Omni negate. It can negate any card once while it's face up on the field. So it helps you play around Nibiru, but also makes your boards even stronger. And it plays through it. Like you can establish this like going second. Like it can help break boards too, because it can negate a card. It could also pop a card. It just has a lot of value. Link Rebo's here for the Matrix. You could potentially cut this card. It doesn't come up very often at all. You could play like a IP Masquerena maybe over this, but I still play it because sometimes you want to put the Matrix in the graveyard for like a Hawk effect or something like that, but it doesn't come up like a ton, but it's there. 1 Striker Dragon. This is mandatory if you're playing the Chaos Dragons. It just lets you can link it to the Striker Dragon. Like summon the Chaos Dragon, link it to a Striker Dragon, and search the other one, and then summon that. So this just lets you climb into a Link 2 instantly with these, with no other extenders. Nightmare Phoenix is just a good generic Link 2, pop a Speller Trap, comes up a decent amount. Cross Sheep, this is one of the best Link 2s in the deck. Basically, if a fusion monster is summoned to one of its arrows, you can special summon a level 4 or lower monster from your graveyard. And obviously, we're summoning a lot of fusion monsters between Ready Fusion, Insta Fusion, and then Colossus and Titan. So this card helps you link climb, get to Access Code or Appaloosa pretty easily. Union Carrier, this is for the Destruction Sword combo to equip to Colossus. 1 Anaconda, this card comes up a lot too on your turn 1, so you can send the Thunder Dragon Fusion and make a Titan. Nightmare Unicorn, just generic removal, but also this is like the best card to climb into Access Code with, because it'll make Access Code 5300. 1 Appaloosa, you make this pretty much anytime you draw Battery Man Solar in your opening hand, you're probably going to end on an Appaloosa. So you make that a lot. And also like going second, like going for game, you can make an Appaloosa to play around like a Nibiru or something and then put up lethal damage. That happens a lot too. Then we play the Access Code. This card's just game. Like everybody knows this card's insane. It goes to 5300, can pop their board. They can't respond to it. This card's insanely good. But yeah, let's get into the first duel. All right, so for the first replay, we're playing against Eldritch. He starts with Pot of Prosperity, reveals Torrential, IDP, Extravagance, Golden Lamp Forever, and double Black Elixir. He adds the Black Elixir, activates Black Elixir, summons Golden Lord, and he sets 2 and he passes. So he passes to us, and our opening hand's like okay. It's not great, but what you can do is Solar and Roar. You can go Solar, send the Hawk, and then activate Roar to add Hawk back, and then activate the Hawk to summon the Roar, and then that'll summon a Solar token, and then you can make like Cross Sheep, and then make Colossus and summon back, and then we'd be able to summon Duo as well. So like that's kind of what we're going for here. But we summon Solar, he gets hit by Ash Blossom, which is okay because we can use the Matrix in hand to target the Solar, boost its attack, and then we can turn it into a Colossus. So we summon Colossus. He activates Solemn Judgment on our Colossus, which is fine because now we have a Light and a Dark to summon our Dragon Duo, which is what we do. And he's lost life points. So then we activate Roar to add the Colossus back to the extra deck, and that'll boost our Dragon Duo to 3100 attack, which will be able to attack over the Golden Lord. So we attack over Golden Lord. That triggers Duo's effect to be able to search. We banish the Matrix. We search Hawk. The main phase 2, we're going to activate the Hawk, summon back the Matrix, the Spanish, then turn it into a Colossus again because we put it back with the Roar. So then we set Droplet and we pass. So we're in an okay spot here. Colossus isn't really that great against Eldritch. They don't really do like any searching for the most part from the deck, so it doesn't really lock him out of it. But he goes Golden Lord, pitched Prosperity to send our Colossus to the grave, and then that triggers our Duo effect to boost its attack. Then he uses the White Elixir to summon it back from grave. Then he uses Golden Lord, sending Conquistador to summon it back. So his Golden Lord is going to be at 3,500. And he's going to try and attack into this, but we're going to, in the damage step, we're going to activate Forbidden Droplet to half its attack, so it crashes into the Duo, and then that triggers Duo's effect to search again. So we banish the Roar from our grave, we search Solar, Roar will summon Dark from the deck, and he just scoops because that's just way too much advantage gained, and he doesn't really have anything at that point. We'll probably be able to kill him on the next turn. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get into the next duel. All right, so here's the next free play. We're playing against 6 Samurai. He activated Upstart Goblin, and that's why we're at 9,000 life points. But the second card he activates is She and Smoke Signal. We opened a really good going second hand. We have Maxi, Ash, and Nibiru all going second cards, which is really going to help. 6 Sams are pretty scary when they go first. But so he activates Smoke Signal. He searches Kageki, normal summon Kageki, or sorry, he activates Reinforce for the army. Then he's going to normal summon Kageki eventually. Normal summon Kageki. We're going to chain Maxi, and normally if I didn't play like Nibiru, I would not Maxi here because 6 Sams can just deck you out so easily. But we play Nibiru, so and we have it in hand already, so I'm not worried about getting decked out. So we Maxi the Kageki. Kageki summons from hand. We draw another Maxi, and then he summons the 6 Sam Link that searches Gateway. This is like the best choke point to hit 6 Sams because without Gateway the 6, they can't really do their combo. They're so reliant on it. So he discards for cost, and we Ash Blossom that. And I'm pretty sure he just passes turn here, or he like summons a Keyzon. He summons Keyzon and he passes. So our hand is nuts because we got to draw several cards off Maxi. He sets 1 card. So we're only worried about that. That's his only potential disruption. So we normal summon a Luflupine, banish the Dark from our hand, banish Roar from deck, resolve both of their effects. We misclicked here. I thought that I was resolving the Roar, and I was going to summon another Roar with Roar, but we didn't. So the Roar resolves, we summon Dark from deck, and this is where the Ready Fusion comes in. We summon the Theseus, and then synchro the Theseus and the Dragon Dark into Baronne de Fleur, which they can activate its effect to pop a card. We're going to target a set card. It's just Monster Reborn, nothing. We Hawk to get back the Roar and make Colossus, and this is just enough to beat him, even though we misclicked and added the Roar. Because he has no cards, and we have an Omni Negate with Baron, and then we have Colossus, and we have Maxi and Nibiru, and we're just going to go ahead and just trigger Matrix because we had Gold Sark. Couldn't really do anything else there. So he draws a card, and then I'm pretty sure he just scoops. Or no, he'd pass back, and then we just attack for game. So that's a good example of like how to use the Ready Fusion in a combo to make the Baron. And Baron's just so good. It gets to pop a card, it can negate a card. It just has so much value. Really good card. Highly recommend playing it. Yeah, let's get to the next duel. All right, so this is the next replay. We're playing against a Danger Dark World deck, and he's going first. We open Forbidden Droplet going second, which is really good. We're just going to fast forward through his turn. He does a lot on this turn, but hits Jackalope, summons a Mothman, Allure of Darkness, banish Armageddon Knight, summon Tsuchinoko, and then summon Nessie, hit a Brow, get to draw. He makes Curious. Curious sends Goki Pole and gets to search a Mothman. But essentially, I can't remember exactly what he ends on, but he's going to summon a bunch of dangers this turn. He hits a Mothman, we get to draw and discard. Makes Appaloosa. Activates Avarice, gets to draw 2. But our hand's looking really good. Like, we have the Droplet to stop whatever he makes, and we also have full combo here. Allure Darkness plus Dark is insanely good. He summons 2 more dangers. The Zephyros bounce a danger, summon it back. Hits the Tsuchinoko, summons it again. Makes Levier. Levier is going to summon a guy back. Summons Armageddon Knight. Triggers Armageddon Knight, sends Beast. Beast gets to draw a card. Makes Dugaris. He's probably going to reborn the Armageddon Knight, I guess. Or no, I just drew 2, never mind. IP Masquerena. He hits Nessie, searches Chupacabra. Summons Tsuchinoko. Hits a Snow. Snow is really what is good here, because he has so many cards in grave. Snow is going to be really crucial, because we have the Droplet to out whatever he makes on his board, but the Snow is going to do a lot. Then he activates card destruction here, so we don't have Droplet anymore after card destruction. We draw into Maxi, Ash, and Nibiru, which is insane. And so he activates effects here, and we're going to chain Maxi to potentially bait the Appaloosa, which he does. And then we chain Nibiru to the Appaloosa. So that outs his Appaloosa, that outs his Dweller, and the IP outs everything, which is really good for us. So then he ends on a token, just 14 defense. It's not too much. So his turn's been pretty crazy, because he still extends pretty far after this. He summons a Mothman, and the Maxi resolves because the Appaloosa wasn't on field to negate it, so we still get to draw. But he summons Bigfoot. And he'll just pass turn. He doesn't end on any more negates. So our hand's pretty good. We activate Thunder Dragon to add 2 Thunder Dragons. Then we go Chaos Space, pitch a Thunder Dragon. We're going to search Levianeer. Then we're going to go Levianeer just to bait the back row. Banish 3. Go to pop 2 cards and trigger our Dragon Dark as well. So we get Matrix, we get Dark, search an egg, another egg, and then the Dark effect will get us Fusion. And Levianeer is going to pop 2 cards. I think we popped the token, or no, we popped Bigfoot in the set, and it was a Forbidden Droplet, which he probably should have just used there, sending the Mothman, but doesn't really make that big of a difference. Then we Gold Sarks and banish Roar. Batterman Solar will summon a token. We'll make Cross Sheep. And then we turn the Dark into a Colossus to trigger the Cross Sheep effect. Cross Sheep's going to bring back the Solar. And then we link all 3 of those into Appaloosa. We Thunder Dragon Fusion into Titan by putting back the Thunder Dragons. And then we're able to activate Thunder Dragon, then use Titan's effect to pop a token. Search 1 Thunder Dragon and not 2. That way we can use it again to trigger Titan's effect once more. Pop the Mothman, and then after that we just end up attacking for game. Actually, no we don't. He has Snow engraved, sorry. But we made Appaloosa here to help play through Snow. So we summon the Black Dragon, then we summon Striker Dragon to search the White Dragon. Summon the White Dragon, and then we're just going to go battle phase here after we draw a card. Chaos Space. Start with Colossus. He activates Snow. We negate the first activation with Appaloosa, but then he can chain Snow to itself. Banish 7 more, so then he's at 16 cards in his graveyard. Then he activates his on-field effect, target Colossus. We're going to negate that, and then we're going to attack over Colossus. Attack over Snow with Colossus. Then we go to attack with Nibiru. He activates Snow again. Banishes 7. We Appaloosa negate, and he's going to trigger it once more. But then that's all of his cards in his graveyard to summon Snow with. So he was able to summon Snow 4 times, essentially, but luckily we had Appaloosa to negate most of it. Then he activates the effect to flip our Titan face down. We'll chain Droplets, send the Appaloosa that now has no negates to negate the effect. Then we attack with Nibiru, and then we're going to attack with Wyvern Burster, attack with Striker Dragon, attack with Titan. It's not game, but then we turn all that into Unicarrier, and then Unicarrier is going to equip the Destruction Sword to Colossus, and we also have a Titan pop on his turn. He just admits defeat. That's too much for him to deal with, but that was a pretty good game. We played through a lot there. We got kind of lucky with him using card destruction, but if he didn't use card destruction, we still had Forbidden Droplet. We probably would have been able to break the board, but I don't think we could have established as good of a board as we could have, as we did with drawing the Nibiru. But this is my editing software, and I realized it cut off at the end. But I appreciate everybody watching the video. Hopefully you learned something from this video. Make sure to check out my live streams. I'll be live tomorrow around 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time playing this deck. So make sure to tune in for that. Or it might be tonight, depending on when this is uploaded. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.